Hi, I'm Lauren.
And I'm Christina.
And this is our podcast, Let's Chew the Fat. Hello.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Chew the Fat.
Today is the last one that we're recording together here. Christina's leaving tomorrow. So we're doing the same thing that we did last semester, which is we're reading the letters that we wrote to each other at the beginning of the semester. And we'll also quickly summarize a couple of things that we learned throughout the past couple of months. And first, the weekly recap, which is very interesting this time around.
Is it?
Well, no. All we did was study, I think, for the most part. And it
complain.
It was a lot more draining than last week, I feel like.
Yeah, because we were almost like at the end, but we still weren't. So
yeah. We were already kind of burnt out, but we still had 2 exams to go.
Yeah.
It wasn't
And we were super tired.
Oh, that's
for
true.
no particular reason.
Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, I feel like in particular. Tuesday was your day where you were just kind of falling asleep while I was reading the notes and I look over and Christina, her eyes were closed.
She was like, do you want to take a break? I was like, please. I was trying really hard, but I just couldn't keep my eyes open. And then I took like a 20 to 30 minute nap and then I was ready again.
Yeah, and my low point was Wednesday, which was when I started drinking coffee, which says a lot because I don't like coffee and I don't drink coffee. Yeah. But it helped, which was exciting. And so, yeah, all in all, we suffered a bit. But today we had our very last exam.
How do you feel about that?
I think it was okay.
And how do you feel now knowing that we've done all of the exams?
I don't think it has quite hit me.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I'm still here. I'm still like going because I have to do a lot of things. And I was thinking about it on my way home from the university. And I was just like, I don't feel any different.
No. I mean, I do know. Like, I keep telling myself, I was like, oh, like, now it's done. Like, I was like, on our way here, I was like, now for 3 months, we won't have any assignments or any exams. So, like, logically, I do know. But I don't think my body, I still feel tense, you know?
Yeah. I think it's because today's full as well. So we don't have, I literally don't have time to stop.
Yeah.
And just sit and be like, oh, I'm going home. Maybe when I'm packing.
Or like in the airplane, you know? Yeah. That's always a moment to realize.
To think, to cry.
So maybe then. But yeah, I mean, I don't think anything else special happened. We were working.
Into the calendar. I mean, last weekend I watched the final games of the hockey championship.
Yeah, which was disappointing because Switzerland did not win.
You were doing well.
Not good enough. And
then I went to Bodycross Tuesday, Wednesday. Oh, on Tuesday, which way was it? It was before the last Bodycross, which means on Tuesday, right? When I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we had the exam Wednesday morning. So we were even watching a movie and we like stopped it halfway through or something because I was like, I'm really tired. I need to go to sleep. And then I could not fall asleep until 3 a.m, which is insane. And then when I finally fell asleep, luckily I didn't freak out. And I was just like, okay, I'm going to read. I'm going to listen to podcasts. Like, I didn't try to fight it. But then I was like, okay, but it's 3 a.m. Like, I do need to go to sleep at least for a little bit.
Because you had to wake up.
Yeah, and all the information.
I got a message saying, I need to sleep so I can wake up smart.
Yeah, because what I mean by that is that my grandma, like, taught me years ago that if you learn something and then you go to sleep, it, like, saves in your brain. And the next day you know it.
Yeah, my mom always said that.
So I was like, I need to sleep. So it saves in my brain. And then I woke up at like 6 a.m. anyways, even though I had to wake up at 8 to go to the exam. So it was great.
I got a whole collection of around 20 messages. A main concern was also that she was hungry. That was a huge question.
Like my tummy hurt.
Should I get food? Okay, I ate a banana and some cornflakes.
Yes. So that was a lot of fun. I was dead on Wednesday, but I still went to Bodycross because it was my last class. I wanted to say goodbye. So I just told him, be nice to me and don't kill me because I'm tired.
Was, right?
And he was really nice. about it. Even the professor was like, "Ay, poor girl." I was like, thank you. I'm having a hard time.
It is exams.
But we made it.
We did.
Finally.
It was really, towards the end, it got
was
rough.
tough.
It got
I mean,
rough.
well, maybe we can mention it here because in the next episode, we're going to talk about more like the classes specifically. But we were saying that we would prefer the exams to be closer together because you know that you would like study really hard like 2 weeks before that. And then be ready for all of the exams rather than just going through this whole period where, I mean, in the end, it sounded really nice that we have a lot of time to study. But in the end, it's not even that effective.
I think 1 or 2 episodes ago, we were talking about this. Like, would you rather have it? Like, we were talking exactly about this. And we were kind of like torn back and forth. But I feel like at the end of this, whatever this hell was, we can say like we would rather be super stressed out for a couple of days than just like 3 weeks of like tension, kind of stressed out, not being able to freaking sleep because we both stopped sleeping at some point. And
it would have been so much better because like I said, in the end, the studying wasn't even that effective. And like for me, I mean, probably for you too, but like I kind of had it in like 2 parts where the first one was the first 2 exams within that first week where like I had 3 days before this exam, like 3 separate days for every exam to write out my notes. Then I had like 1 to 2 days to actually go through it, memorize it with you. And then I took the exams and that felt like this complete cycle, but then I had to do it all over again. Then we restarted
and that was tough. Like you could tell that we were less
and less motivated, especially for this one last exam.
Like we had it on Friday and on Wednesday I kept thinking that the exam was on Thursday. And I wasn't prepared. Like we hadn't studied much at all. But I still got disappointed whenever I realized that it wasn't on Thursday, but that it was a day later because I was like, I just want to get this over with. At this point I don't care. I just want it.
And it was so draining. And like if you compare it to the exams from last semester, like content wise, the last semester was way harder. It was very difficult. We had hard exams in Spanish, whereas this year or this semester we only had 1 and it was TV, so it wasn't anything difficult. So like content wise, this one was easier, but it was just so hard because it was far away from each other. It was such a long process because I wouldn't even let myself read, you know. I wouldn't let myself do anything nice because I was like, I need to study.
Whenever I wasn't studying, I was working. When I was working, I felt guilty that I wasn't studying. When I was studying, I felt guilty that I wasn't working. And otherwise, I was sleeping or trying to sleep because in the end, I couldn't sleep. So, not fun. But one thing that I forgot about is we also went and picked up our potteries. Which was... I'm
not that happy about mine.
Christina's not happy. I don't know. It looks very nice.
Yeah, I'll see. I think I'm more critical because it's a gift from my sister. And she's critical. But I guess it's fine.
I guess it's more difficult when you're making it for somebody else because you want it to be perfect. Mine is far from perfect, but I'm happy.
What do you mean? It is perfect. It's absolutely stunning.
No, the little dots from the strawberries. Like some turned out super big and so, as I said, details. But I'm really happy with how it turned out. I made a little like plate for my rings and everything, and it's super cute. So that was like one little highlight. You know, I felt like that made us all happy within the week of dreadful exams.
So, for the main part, as Lauren said in the beginning, as always, we wrote each other a letter. It was in the beginning of the semester, right?
This time we managed,
Yeah, because we did that last semester.
I mean, not beginning, not like, I don't think it was like the first couple of days, but it was the first month.
I feel like I did it really early.
Really?
Yeah. Maybe I put a date. We'll see. Maybe not. I don't know. So now we're going to read it to each other again. And then we're going to do what we learned this semester as like this closure.
Yeah.
Okay. So here you go. Oh, you even put my name. Oh, how nice.
I don't remember doing it.
Oh, you sealed it?
Of course. Otherwise, I would go back and read it or something.
What did you want to say?
I can't remember. Oh, who's going to read it first?
I don't know. Do you want to start or should I start?
I can start.
Okay. This is a beautiful envelope. And the paper.
I mean, yours is amazing.
Okay.
I love this. My stomach is... If you hear my stomach growling, excuse me.
I mean, because you didn't eat a lot in the morning, right?
No, I was so nervous. As I said, like, I was really nervous, and I told Christina, like, when I'm nervous in the morning, my breakfast consists of trying to force myself to eat food so I don't faint. So I ate the most random collection of food. I had chocolate mousse.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
I had a banana, and I had 2 dates. And that's it. Okay. Hi, Lauren. Here we are again. We've decided to do another attempt, número 2. Hopefully we do better this time around.
What?
Oh, you did put a date. You wrote it on the 7th. What? What? Are you confused about what you wrote? These are your words.
I don't know. Well, first the date. What is the date?
The 7th of February. So
I was very...
Yeah.
And then the last thing you write, with the numbers?
We've decided to do an attempt número 2.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully we do better this time. I mean, look at the date. I'm already progressing by writing the letter in the beginning of the semester. Although you were the one really late last time. I think that says hehe.
Okay.
Now for the content of this thing. Let me start by hugely thanking you for taking me to the concert of Amanda Tenfjord. Oh, that was right after.
Ago. I know.
She has become my new obsession. I mean, I'm literally listening to her right now as I'm writing this. While being at the concert with you, I was able to relax, disappear into music, and just stop thinking. Oh, that was still within the transition of it all. I also want to apologize for not being here for the first week of uni. That you had to go through that all by yourself. Apology accepted. It was tough. I feel kind of bad because I don't know if I would have survived the first couple of days back here without you, but I needed more time at home to deal with some things. We're in the second half of our second year. Sometimes I'm like, wow, we are so far in. It's going fast. And other times I'm like, God, I wish it was over already. I wish we were in the 4th already. I don't know. It's weird. But also normal, ? We have been saying that we feel like there's something off. Were we?
I think so. I think in the beginning, because I think it was during the transition period, and we were figuring
everything's always weird. Off during.
But it was weird. I feel like it was different weird than the previous semesters. I don't know how. I remember we were very out of our minds,
and it really throws me off. But I'm thinking maybe I somehow significantly changed this January, and not only me personally, but generally many things in my life, ? Or am I just badly in love and confused, ? Okay, that just took a turn. Oh my God. Wow. Do you not remember writing?
No, not at all. Okay.
I feel like you were just like putting every single thought in your brain onto paper.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, that just took a turn. And we are not going to go there. But maybe this weird phase is going to go away, and we'll laugh at it when we're reading this in a couple of months.
Mm-hmm. We are laughing a lot.
Gosh, I'm excited for those months to come. I know we will enjoy this semester. We have so many great and exciting things coming, and we're going to make some amazing memories. Oh, and we are we...
What?
Oh, are we as snatched and fit as we thought we would be? Because we've decided, well, we were forced to actually, to go out of our way and try something new. We've gotten so good at that, by the way. Look at us. Anyways, you're doing Zumba. I think I spelled it wrong. You did. She spelled Coomba. Zumba.
Can I just say, we have a quiet listener here. And she's having the time of her life.
I didn't notice. See, that's what I mean. I don't even see.
Because our friend's over here, because we have plans later, and she's watching us record, and she was just laughing really hard, so I had to.
And we told her she wasn't allowed to laugh or make any noise at all, so she's struggling.
Okay.
Anyway, Zumba. I'm doing body cross. Well, I certainly hope so, because that first class kicked my butt, but I'm glad. Smiley emoji.
It got better.
It did. I'm really excited to see where we are, how much we will have changed and grown again, as much as we have this sometimes hate this sometimes. This experience is doing us a favor. We are learning a lot. We are becoming our best versions, hopefully. I mean, to be quite honest, I might be a nervous wreck or a lost puppy by the end of it. And most importantly, we are making new lifelong friends. And on top of all of that, we are living in a beautiful city we both love. Am I saying all of this to make me feel better right now? Maybe. But that's not the point. I don't know why this might be very random, but I just want to include my favorite memory from being here so far. It would have to be, selflessly, the moment of my secret activity.
What? I think the lock thingy that we did by the pond.
I did not expect you guys to get so excited and maybe even a little emotional. It was truly beautiful that what we experienced there. God, now it sounds like some cult thing. Cult.
Oh, that's true.
To the people listening right now, I promise it was not. Oh my God, at this very moment, I am talking to the future, but even in that future, I will still be talking to the future. She got a little philosophical. Because of recording, then editing, etc. Oh, you explained. You know? Question mark? Maybe this.
I don't know if I know.
No, it makes sense.
Okay.
Because you will be listening to this when you're editing it.
True.
So you'll be talking to your future version again. Question mark? Maybe this doesn't make sense to you. Sometimes I get these thoughts and ideas, but somehow they sound way more cool in my head. Or I just don't know how to explain them with words. Anyways, I missed you and us and our movie nights. We definitely need to repeat that during the next exam season, which we did. Mm-hmm. And our late night talking and our stressing about absolutely irrelevant things. We do love to do that. Thank you for being here for me. I'm always here for you. I love you. Bye. She wrote it like that. That's why I'm reading it. Oh, yeah. Any word that I yelled or anything, it's because it was in caps lock.
Okay. And I put stickers again.
Oh, Christina. Had to include my last name again, so you have to read it again. Ha 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 ha.
It's so funny.
And we have stickers for everybody. For those who are watching.
Okay, seriously?
This was great.
Really?
It was an emotional roller coaster. There were jokes. There were philosophical aspects.
That's true.
There were slight mental breakdowns. It was a great
that kind of describes...
Honestly, that point.
My mental state.
Yeah. It describes that point of your life.
Seriously, I did not remember anything. I think I remembered writing about the concert.
Okay.
But that was it.
I mean, I remember nothing of what's in there.
So... let's do it.
I'm scared.
These little nice paragraphs. This is so cute. I hope
she's gotten better at reading my writing.
Yeah. Okay. Dear Christina, I am writing...
There we go.
No. I got this. I'm writing another letter that you would... Hey. Okay.
Did you edit this episode last time? I think so. Did you have to cut all of that stuff? Okay.
Oh, no, it's fine. Okay. Dear Christina, I'm writing another letter that you won't be able to read because of my handwriting, which I don't think is that bad. Exclamation point. Well, I mean, again, it's beautiful.
Bad.
It's beautiful. I just don't know how to read all these calligraphic beauties. Okay. This one's for the second semester of our second year at uni, which is crazy because at the end of this, when you're reading this, we'll be halfway through our degree. The beginning of each... Yep.
It's probably year.
No, I swear it's an E in the beginning. Oh, okay. The beginning of each, then brackets. Yep, you definitely won't be able to read that word. And each semester has its challenges, but I'm convinced that we have some great...
I'm so glad I don't have to edit this.
Thank you. What the heck is that? Months?
Memories? Months would make sense.
Ahead of us. Okay. That we have some great months ahead of us and we'll set the worst out of this semester.
Probably
we'll get the worst out of this semester? What do you mean?
I don't think that's what I wrote. Make the most, probably.
No, I swear it's we will get the most out of this semester.
Okay.
I am excited for That's not everything.
I think I even tried really hard to write nicely.
I'm excited for everything ahead of us. And with each day, we're closer to summer. Sunshine, X.
Warmer. Oh, yeah, because I was still hating winter back then.
What is X? Sunshine, X, warmer weather.
Probably and. Isn't it the and symbol?
I swear this is an X.
Oh, I do that as an and. That's my and symbol.
Oh, okay. This letter is really bonus. But I really don't know how to make it
boring.
more interesting. Oh, yeah. Boring. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look at the future. I hope this semester doesn't end up destroying us the way the other one did. I hope we don't spend days studying hundreds of pages of notes for a class we didn't understand at all.
I mean, we didn't do that, no?
No, that's okay. As in, we didn't understand the Spanish. I hope we don't spend all of May only leaving the house for something. Let's hope for the best. I'm really
Probably
trying.
Walks in the rain.
Yes. I hope we don't spend all of May only leaving the house for walks in the rain. Let's hope for the best. I mean, it's been really rainy lately.
Yeah. But I didn't have many walks in the rain. I just didn't have any walks at all.
I had one. That's true. I hope we get to explore more of Madrid.
We did. We went to Cerceria.
We did. And to the hiking place. Go to countless concerts. Spend a beautiful weekend in Barcelona.
We did.
Celebrate a bunch of birthdays, etc. I hope summer and warmth brings days at the park. Reading and... Can you read the rest of the paragraph, please?
Brings days at the park, reading and having a picnic with them. Who's them? I don't know. Okay. And most importantly, I hope we don't have to do as many interviews as last semester, which we did not. We only had to do one.
That's true. That was great.
I was traumatized from radio.
Now that you're reading this, summer's probably right in front of you. And I really hope you get to enjoy all of it. Spend a lot of time with your family and your friends and catch up on everything you miss when you're here throughout the semester. And enjoy your internship. I didn't forgot. I almost forgot.
Oh.
Well, it almost didn't happen.
But it did.
It did.
Because I wrote it in that letter.
Oh, thank you. Manifested it for me. And congratulations. You survived another semester and everything that comes with it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank you for always being there for me. I'm really glad to have you in my life and to be able to count on you when this whole study abroad, uni, or life gets difficult. Love, Lauren. Oh, this heart is so cute.
I mean, it barely looks like a heart.
No, it's really cute. Thank you.
You are welcome. Sorry for the handwriting.
I mean, like I said, it's beautiful. I just can't read it.
I tried really hard, but I think...
What do you think?
Let me see. No, honestly, I did not try that hard. I mean, that's really not that pretty. I remember thinking I was. No, it's just the M's and the N's.
Yeah,
and the W's
it's all just
and
like
the
loops.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it's an M.
Yeah.
N. Yeah. So we did it. And now let's move on to what we learned this semester? Mm-hmm. Okay. The first thing I saw on the list is I hate all systems. No, but I mean, seriously,
that's a good one.
Yeah, because this semester, we've been dealing with so much, like, Erasmus, internships. I feel like there's university in general. And they're making it so difficult for us. Like, I'm trying to do everything on my own, try to look for information on the internet, on the website, ask people, but it's not enough. They don't even give enough information. And then when I do get it, like, I have to email people, they don't even know. It's just so stupid.
That's true.
And so difficult.
Yeah.
And I hate it. So I learned that I hate all systems. Even, like, the way they do Erasmus, like, the way you have to choose classes, the way you have to write it down, all that. I just don't
We also learned that we could do everything way better. Like, if they let us organize university, we would do it better. Yeah. If they let us organize Erasmus, we would do it better.
Maybe we should make a business and offer organization services and be like, whatever you need to organize, hire us.
We will organize it. Yeah. I learned... this is a bit... Well, whatever. It's going to be super random and everything anyway. We were talking about this last night. Mm-hmm. We have, like, I feel like staple foods for each semester. And we were talking about this last night. And I feel like for this semester, it was my broccoli sauce with pasta, which 10 out of 10. I ate it the entire time. And I feel like, I mean, you also had this, but I feel like the pizza was new for this semester too.
I think so because we made it for the Christmas dinner and I realized how easy it is, and so I started doing it.
And my pizza is amazing because it has no cheese on it. And it's super easy because I usually make it when I have a bunch of vegetables that that are starting to go bad or that will almost go bad, because I just cut it all up. Everything I have, broccoli, cauliflower, everything, put it on there. And it's a great way to use them all up before they go bad. And super easy. Yeah. So I feel like those two key recipes. Yeah.
Moving my body helps so much with tiredness. Is tiredness a word?
Yes.
Okay. So I knew that doing sports is great for our bodies. Like, it's healthy. It makes me feel good. But I feel like this semester, I really experienced it myself, like feeling good. Like there were times where I wouldn't want to go. I would be tired. But one thing is that I always know that I never regret going. Like, never. I never regret working out. I never regret going to the gym, blah, blah, blah. But, like, especially the last couple of weeks were very difficult because I was super tired. But then I went and I felt great after. Like, I had the opposite. Like, all of a sudden I had energy.
Yeah.
And so it was really great. And now I really know that, like, even if I'm tired, I'm going to do the opposite. It's not like, I'm not going to work out today because I'm really tired. I'm going to do the opposite because it actually helps.
Yeah.
So it really surprised me.
Especially if you're just, like, mentally tired. Yeah. It helps a lot.
For sure.
Another one is... I lost it and it came back. Another one is, I feel like I've been learning this throughout kind of my entire time here in Spain, but I feel like the first time that it, like, clicked in my brain was this semester, and it's that you have to force yourself to be in uncomfortable situations, and that minimizes, like, the amount of discomfort you feel, if that makes sense. Like, I mean it with, like, Zumba. Like, that's when it kind of, like, I feel like here, like, you have a lot of uncomfortable situations. I don't know if uncomfortable is the word, but, like, when you come here, you don't speak the language that well, you end up in situations that are quote unquote, like, embarrassing, stuff like that. And I feel like it's really good to just, like, let yourself sit in those situations in order to kind of become more comfortable in uncomfortable situations. Because I feel like now a lot of things that I would have found so embarrassing back in Switzerland, like, oh, whatever. They didn't understand me. Yeah. Like, it's fine. It's whatever. Or I didn't understand them. So there was, like, a uncomfortable moment. It's fine. And I had that with Zumba too, where, like, I went to the Zumba class. And I was scared that this would happen. I was like, what if I show up there and they have all of these choreographies already figured out, and I'm just there. Everybody around me knows how it works. They're all dancing. I don't have a clue what's going on. And that's exactly what happened. But, like, I continued to, like, force myself to go, even when I was, like, for multiple weeks, I was the only person in the class. So it was just me and the instructor. And, I mean, it was my favorite situation because all of her attention was on me. And sometimes I'm just completely lost because there's literally just steps that I can try and try to get them right, but I will not get them right. And I just forced myself to go in, and it just got less and less like uncomfortable. And then like you can also apply that to every other like aspect of your life, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a general, not even advice, I would say maybe a fact, is like everything new is super scary.
Yeah.
But the more you do it, the more comfortable you feel.
Exactly.
Like, for example, with bodycross, I wasn't uncomfortable or anything like in the class, but I didn't know my coach, my trainer. And so I would never really like say anything. Like I wouldn't ask anything, you know, because like my back was hurting when we were doing a certain exercise.
Oh, that's true.
And I was like, I can't do this because it's gonna hurt my back. So then I forced myself to like kind of talk to him, you know, he helped. And like literally in the last couple of weeks, I was just like, he's my buddy, he's my friend. Like I would tell him everything. I would feel super comfortable. And I'm trying to apply that now to my internship that's come out because I'm terrified. But I think it's going to be, because it's going to be first a month, then I'm going to have another like week. But in the first month, like maybe the first couple of days are going to be a bit weird because I don't even know what I'm going to do, you know?
No, you know nothing.
I know nothing. So, but it's going to get better.
Yeah. And I feel like the more like successes you have with that, you know, when you force yourself to do something and then it gets better. Yeah. Like when a similar situation comes around, then in the future, like, I've done this before. Like I've done it 5 times. I can do it a 6th time. Yeah. You know?
I mean, that's like with us studying here. Yeah. So we're always like, we're miserable now, but then we know it's just a transition
phase. It's just a week or so. Yeah.
We're great then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I have anything else? Ooh, I have this really... I mean, first of all, I'm not even going to explain. I love education, but I hate school. Because that we've had these like debates lately a lot.
Every single day on our way to the exam.
Yeah. And then one last thing is everything aligns in a way it's supposed to. Retrospectively, we see the steps leading up to now. So I'm not worried about the future because what is supposed to happen will happen. And it's been so... I mean, we've had great debates lately. Great conversations.
Honestly, while studying.
Well, instead of studying.
But
we realized, like, if I think about, like, my past, my life, I see these, like, big not red flags. It's, like, green flags that, like, were leading up to this moment. Like, everything was happening. And back then, I didn't think of it as anything important. I didn't see it, but now when you look back, you see it, and it's like crazy. So now I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do in the future, but I know that something's going to happen and it's going to make sense in the future.
Yeah. Yeah, like we were even saying, like, sometimes it's even with, like, huge things in your life. Like, if my parents had never gotten divorced, my dad would have never met his girlfriend, he would have never moved to Madrid, then I probably wouldn't be, like, it would be a completely different life for me, too. So
exactly.
That's really comforting. I had another one, but it left me.
It left me.
So another thing that I realized this semester is that if you have something that you need to get done, like, you'll get it done, always. Because I feel like this semester we had points where, I mean, you even more than me. Like, we had a lot going on outside of university, too. At the same time, we had a lot of due dates, a lot of assignments, a lot of stuff. And you get into the stress of, like, will I, like, actually physically have enough time to do all the things that I need to do? But what I've realized is that you always will. Like, worst case scenario, it'll take you, like, getting up at 5 a.m. or going to sleep at midnight one day or the other. But it's not worth, like, having the stress of waking up in the morning and being like, I don't have enough hours in this day to do it. Like, you will get it done. You will figure out your way. Sometimes it's even more effective if you have, like, maybe plans the entire day, you only have the morning. You will then work more effectively and get it done within that morning. And I feel like this semester was when I really realized that, like, even if you have a bunch of plans, even if you have a bunch of assignments, you will somehow find the time to get it done. Because honestly, name one thing that you haven't gotten done.
Yeah.
There's nothing if you think about it. Throughout these 2 years of university, we've managed to get every deadline, be prepared more or less for every exam. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's still such an active fear that you somehow won't have the time, when if you look at history, you've always somehow had the time.
But that is weird, though, that we always do that. Like, in I feel like every aspect of life. Like, we see so many successes, but the negatives are still like more dominant. Like you said, like we've never failed so far.
Sometimes there's not even a negative. I mean, in a lot of the things that you worry about and you stress about, there's not even a negative. There's no point where you can look at, oh, but that one time it went wrong. Usually it never even went wrong.
And so I don't know why we're still so stressed. I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
But that's another thing that I realized this semester, I think, because, you know, April happened and we had a lot to do in April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book club. I love how you always do. So I see you that you're ready, and then we can do it. So
this time we actually have stuff to talk about.
Yeah, and it's exciting.
Not necessarily books.
Well, for me, it is. Books.
Oh, you did do a lot of reading for a while there.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So again, I forgot the name of the book. I think what I want my daughters to know.
Yeah, something like that.
And honestly, I finally got into it. Again, it took me time to understand what's happening, who's who, because there's a bunch of characters. Now I'm thinking if there's even like time jumps. I can't remember. Maybe they like speak from the present and they talk about the past. So it's hard for me to like orient like where we are, like who's talking, because she has 4 daughters. So remembering who's who, their names, like which story belongs to what character. So it's a bit difficult, but they also have like 3 dads in there or something.
Oh.
But I really like it. It's very like, well, not as fast paced, but you read it fast.
You get into it.
Yeah, you really get into it and you're really intrigued by these stories. And I just, you know how last time I said that I lost the spark of reading? I'm kind of getting it back and I'm really excited because I really miss it. So I'm excited to read more. Did you read some more?
I mean, I read a bit, but I think it's the same book that I already was talking about. Was I talking about that?
I think
the Taylor
so.
Jenkins Reader, right?
Yeah.
And it just continued. It's still good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then we were watching, what was the first one?
Monsters
Inc. Because we've never seen it before.
I've never seen it. And I think, wait, did we talk about that in the last?
I can't remember.
Because that was last week.
Maybe that was already
because
before.
I remember telling the story of Sullivan, form follows function.
True. Yeah. Okay.
So never mind that.
But then, I remember because we watched Cars 1 and then we did Cars 2 but never finished.
Oh God, we never finished that.
We'll see if we have time tonight, but
yeah.
I mean, it's like 40 minutes, I think.
It's not
left,
much.
So,
but yeah,
so we can do that.
We watched Cars 1. I can't remember why. I don't know why.
We just wanted
like
to watch something.
I think. Had you watched it before?
I think, well, actually, no. I don't think so because I had no clue about the story of like him, the little village, whatever. I knew it existed and I feel like I maybe saw some parts when it was on TV when I was a kid, but I realized I've never like watched the whole thing properly.
And it was an amazing movie. Like I was saying, like I wasn't expecting anything because it's just like Cars. You hear about it, it's whatever. But it was like well written, like it was funny, Then you had somebody who created this whole world with these cars and somehow everything makes sense and everything adds up. Like it's this super interesting world. Then they took like a real life problem, which in the first movie is these villages or these towns that used to be, that are on the Route 66, which had a lot of business from tourism, from all the people that drove past there or through their village. And then they made the like new interstate, I think, highway. So now there's no traffic through these villages anymore. The people don't have money. Like their whole industry basically broke down because of that. So they took that real life problem, addressed that, and they also created these great relationships between the different cars. And it was really good. Yeah. I really loved it.
It was great. Like we were saying that it's a great movie for kids because obviously it's entertaining. It's cars, talking cars and everything. But at the same time, like you can watch it with your kid.
Yeah.
And you can get like a story out of it and some like learning, realizations as well. And probably as the kid grows and maybe rewatches it, they also realize, and it's super cool.
Yeah,
that they like put these stories into it.
Yeah, there's something for like each age.
And then we watched the second one, but we never finished because we were tired. So we'll see if we.
So far, so good. Again, they have like the real issue of like the fossil fuel environment.
True, which was 2011.
Yeah,
and it's 2023, and nothing's changed.
No, of course not.
Of course.
But yeah, so far so good. It's quite different, but we're liking it. And anything else? I mean, you...
Well, I started watching the series, which is called Firefly Lane, which, like I said, I didn't want to start any new series because I didn't want to focus on that. I didn't want to like get into, because especially if it's a really good show, like you want to watch the episodes really fast. But then when I was eating, it was really sad because I didn't have anything to watch. And so I don't know. I started watching because my sister tried to get me into watching it for a long time now. And I was like, I know, I want to watch it because I saw it too on like, I guess the first, like the front page of Netflix or something. I don't know. And I started watching it, and it's great. And the thing, it's kind of like a limited series, or the thing is, it's like finished because it's 2 seasons.
Which is good.
Which is great because, I mean, it's probably going to be great, like, plot-wise, because they're not going to, make it long just for the money. And also because I will finish it and just, have it as, like, exam series. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to finish it.
No, I saw some snippets because she was watching in the living room, and it looks amazing.
Yeah. So that's great. And one last thing that I wanted to say in this podcast is that I wanted to apologize to Selling Sunset because I think the lighting thing is my fault.
Oh.
Because I had it
it's your screen.
I think it's my screen. Maybe I just have to update my phone, which I know, but I can't until I go home, whatever.
Long story.
But I think it's my phone's because it doesn't happen that often in Firefly. Oh, you know what? I think it doesn't happen as often because I was watching it on the TV or my computer a lot. So it must be my phone and my screen. So I just wanted to apologize. That I mean, the show, what happened was crazy, but the lighting wasn't their fault. So.
Okay. Just that would have been weird.
Yeah,
like that they would have let that be published like that.
Yeah. So that's it. And this was our last in-person eye-to-eye episode.
We will... Well, should we say that?
Yeah.
We're gonna post, like, not regularly throughout the summer. But we are gonna try to record a couple of episodes us together. And then we're gonna also try to do a couple of, like, solo ones that are gonna be a little bit different, obviously, with the whole setup. Because... it's not possible to do exactly the same. But that's our plan for the summer. Just so you know.
Yeah. It's not going to be regular, but we have things planned. Yeah. So you can... I don't know if I ever said that before, but you can subscribe to this channel so you're still updated because we want to try to do still video format.
Oh, so right. With that too.
Doesn't disappear off the face of the earth, as they say. And I will keep posting on Instagram, TikTok. So... we're kind of excited, right? Because like we have a lot of content ideas. Yeah. So I'm excited to do.
It's gonna be different, but I think it's gonna be fun and like give us new opportunities.
Yeah.
And we're not doing the song.
Oh my god, I forgot completely.
You always forget something.
I do.
Last time you were like book club. Never heard of it.
I mean, for Song of the Week, I won last time. And, well, we have to address, I was supposed to have a task to listen to songs, but we were super busy, so sorry, we didn't do that. And I thought we could do, like, the little word game that we did a couple of episodes ago.
Because
I won? Or what do you mean? Yeah.
She won again. So
I won, like, 3 times out of this semester.
What were the songs?
Gone by NF and Julia Michaels. And yours was?
Mine was Older Than I Am by Stella Lennon, I think. Okay.
So, wait, how was it?
We start with the titles, and then we
And when we try to say the words, the same words.
On 3 always.
Wait, so we start with titles. So you say from yours, I say from mine?
Yeah.
Okay. So 3, 2, 1,
Older
gone.
than I am.
Isn't it supposed to be one word?
Well, yeah. Older.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, song.
No, again.
3, 2, 1, age.
Childhood.
3, 2, 1, kid. Ooh!
Well, that was
wow. I mean, great. We're done. Great job.
We did so much better than last time.
Yeah. I mean, because I understood the game last time I did it, so now I finally know.
That's true.
Yeah. And now for this week's songs, what's yours?
Oh, God. Mine is, I think, The Pretender by Luis Capaldi off of his newest album.
Oh, okay.
I love that song.
Mine is, again, from Aiden Bissett. Because, like I said, I just love him. Every song he publishes. You know what? I woke up this morning super early. Again, don't know why.
5 a.m. We don't need to talk about it.
I opened YouTube, and it said that he published his song an hour ago, like a new song. And I thought maybe it's just a video clip. But then I went to Spotify and literally said that it published today. So I was one of the first people to listen to it. And it's called Bloom.
Oh, again. And that's your song of the week.
Yes, and it's great. It has like these summer vibes, and he's just such a great artist. Like, he kind of always comes up with something new, original, but still his style.
I know we talked about this yesterday, but did you check for a tour or anything?
No.
I can't remember what the conclusion of that conversation was.
I don't know. I think we in the end talked about another guy, about Henry Moody.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
who is currently doing a European tour, by the way.
European tour, you mean in 3 European cities?
Well, okay.
And that's it for this episode. So have a great summer. I hope you're done with exams too, but there's probably people who are
I think so.
So I feel for you. You're going to do great.
Yeah.
And hear you
soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
If you want to get in touch, you can find all of our information in the description below.